Qapla!
I'm going to take this opportunity, however, to suggest that we all hail Hiroki. Oh, that's all I'm saying.
Forgive me, Doctor. I'm receiving a number of distress calls. I don't doubt it.
Y'all remember the 50 waitresses. Have a mighty fine night.
You come in peace, surrender or be destroyed. Here to make war, we surrender. False good, important news are giving you weakness.
When the appointed hour arrives, the Marauders will deactivate their cloaking devices and begin transporting Klingon shock troops directly to the landing zone.
Landing zone? Where? Tell me.
Why not? Your feeble weapons will be useless against us. We will kill all your males and take your females to mate with.
All right. Now the Federation's taking over, whether you like it or not. You people, you've been running this planet like a piecework thing. From now on, it's going to be under one roof. You're going to run it like a business. That means you're going to make a profit.
Look at these 3 word-written launches on the rest. The special pride never written before, or since. Tall word, proudly saying, "We the people."
Hi, I'm Nicole DeBoer. I played Lieutenant Esri Dax on DS9, and I welcome you to Birdo Prey 5 channel. Hail Karoga.
Audio testing. There we go. Hello world, it's Birdo Prey 5, Qapla, and welcome to Bed Life for Friday, the 17th of June, 2022. Also on this day in history, France started preparing to surrender to the Germans in 1940. In 1972, the Watergate burglars were arrested. Goddamn. In 1994, Mr. O.J. Simpson led the LA police on a low-speed chase to a crime to which he was later found not guilty. And in 1943, FDR's Secretary of War stifles Truman's inquiry into a suspicious defense plant. In 1943, President Franklin Delano Roosevelt's Secretary of War Henry Simpson phones then Missouri Senator Harry Truman and politely asks him not to make inquiries about a defense plant in Pasco, Washington. World War II was then in full swing, and, I suspect it probably had something to do with the bomb, to which Truman didn't have any knowledge of until he was actually sworn in, back when we could keep a secret, in the good old days, when Oh, wait. Then maybe those weren't the good old days for everybody. Even in FDR's, what FDR allowed and to happen, and FDR's presidential executive orders, yeah, maybe not the best time for all. But today is also Global Garbage Man Day. Give a big thanks to your garbage men and women today. Anyone who takes your garbage away anywhere in the world. They clean up your trash. They keep the neighborhood hopefully smelling better. And they deserve a big, big thank you. They do something most people don't want to do. Yeah. Not only is it Garbage Man Global Garbage Man Day, it's also National Apple Strudel Day, National Cherry Tart Day, National Eat Your Vegetables Day. It's a lot of vegetables. National Mascot Day. Don't eat your mascot unless your mascot is designed to be edible. National Stewart's Root Beer Day. That's the one Mama Pray likes. Mama Pray likes Stewart shops. Not many in the city. And by not many, of course, I don't think, probably means none. They're around upstate New York, and I suspect the Northeast, New England, definitely upstate New York. It's also Wear Blue Day, where I almost put on a blue t-shirt, and National Flip-Flop Day, where I did not put on flip-flops. Yeah, busy, a lot of days. A lot of days of Friday coming up towards summer. People wanna get in on June. So it's also one of Mama Pray's nephew's birthdays. So it's also smack in the middle of Pride Month. Everybody have Pride for this month? Good, because you're supposed to. Like, I assume they mean a pride of like lions, right? That's what Pride Month is, right? It's for lions. I'm sure. Anyway, let's check the chats. Hello in Qapla. Hail Karoga, says not Ryan Johnson. First in the chat. Qapla and hail Karoga, not Ryan Johnson. John Aragi says hashtag steal birds garbage. No, global garbage men do not steal garbage. We give it to them today. And John Araki also says Tuvok, TWO, Vok, because he's the second person here. LDG says bird. Where's bird? I do. Josh Street, you're welcome, LDG. Josh Street says LDG. He said it 4 times. And LDG disappeared. No, he came back. He says, sup, Josh. John Aragi says, wonder if we're going to get another chair life now that it's summer.
That would be nice.
I know. Mama Pray saying it would be nice. It would be nice, John Araki. It really would. Unfortunately, I don't know when it might be. I'm just not there yet, but keep an eye out. Yes, keep an eye out. I definitely hope to do a chair life. It probably will not be as long as the one where I went to the arcade or the fair with Ciso Pray, but maybe I can get a few minutes out in front of the house at some point.
What's tomorrow's weather?
Tomorrow's weather is supposed to be decent, I believe. Maybe. It's always a possibility. John Street says, whatever happens to Bird on Wheels streams, now that Bird has new wheels, does he think he will turn into dust if he goes outside? Now that's in the 90s. Something like that, John Street. John Street says, we want a Mama Pray story. We'll see. I'll ask. 54.5 Access Radio says, Cybok 2024, he'll share your pain. Yes, I thought it was CYBOK, but SYBOK. That makes a hell of a lot more sense. Richie Poole says 7 of 9 walk. Welcome, Richie. John Aragi says Deep Space 9 Vok. Wow. Richie Poole says maybe I'm only 6 Vok today. LDG's got his eyes out. Dan Ben gives a thumbs up. And Mike Richards says, greetings from Columbus, Ohio. Greetings, Mike Richards. By the way, Mike Richards and anyone else who, I don't know if anybody here has been depending on Salty Tracker's Discord for contacting other people, but if you have or you haven't yet noticed, apparently, for whatever the reason, Salty Tracker's Discord has been completely and utterly deleted from Discord. So please, people, if you have no other way of contacting friends, you can go to my Discord. I put the link in the chat. I'm going to go ahead and pin it for now. So if anybody...
Can't somebody go there even if they...
Yes, you can. If you don't have my link, you can go to birdopray5.com and click on the link to Discord and always go to my Discord. But for right now, I put the link and I pinned it in this. I don't want to take Auntie's Discord. I just want to make sure that if you are part of his Discord and now you find yourself and you don't have a Discord to go to, you can go to mine, reconnect with whoever it is you want to talk to, and they can go, once Salty's got a new Discord up, which might already be, I'm not sure. He said he was working on it. I suspect it'll take a few days, but whenever he does get it up, of course, I will give you the link to go to Salty's Discord. I don't want to steal anybody. I just want to make sure that people like Mike Richards and other people who I don't know how they contact everybody. You have a way of doing it. And I know that the the surprise deletion of his Discord probably affected people that nobody was thinking of when it happened. And so I do, I just want to make sure anybody who has reason or need, you can always join mine. It's not nearly as big as Salty's was, but it's something, and there's enough of us there that we can get you hooked up with whoever you need to be hooked up with. So just a heads up that is indeed an option. Arabic Saunders says Qapla, Berto Prey, Qapla, Arabic. Bradley Briggs says Zup, y'all. Zup, Bradley. Josh Street says Lato Prey strikes again. False, Josh Street. False. I started early today. Josh Street says Berto Prey, since you've been late for the billionth time, you are being replaced with Sassy and Berto Prey 6, formerly known as Charlie. Funny thing about that, Josh Street, Charlie is in fact showing unexpected, I don't know, interest in the number 6. Yeah. Charlie's favorite number may well be the number 6.
It is.
It
No.
yeah. Mom will pray saying that it is. There's no maybe about it. Ciso Prey gave him a number line, 1 through 10, and he gets mad when the 6 is missing. It's a blanket. Yes, it's okay.
But when you fold it,
It's a blanket. When Ciso Prey folds it, the 6 is hard to see, and so he starts counting, and if he gets to the 6 and it's missing, he gets very upset. Very upset, more so than any other number. So he is the 6. It's very possible. Very possible. Thomas Potts says, is Star Trek Discovery Day? No, it's not Star Trek. Richie Poole says, where is Bird? I'm here. I know I had some problems with the sound in the beginning. Gorilla's Random Thought says, hey, everyone. Hey, Gorilla. Words and Pictures says, Qapla, Bird of Prey. Good to hear you eventually. Good to be here. Glad you are here. Thomas says, is there even music? Never mind. Mr. Lodell says, toss a coin to your garbage man. Yes, today's the day. Richie Poole says, today, a day to recognize those people who steal Bird's garbage. Bradley Briggs says, I'm the garbage man at my house. Good for you, Bradley. You go in the noble spirit of all the garbage men who have gone before you.
Okay, I do have a tail today, later.
Mama Bray does have a tail. A little later. Dan Ben says, because of the layout of my home, I live with the garbage of a recycling has to be put out really early in the morning, be collected anytime between 6 a.m. and the rest of the collection day. Sorry, they're coughing a bit. Mr. Londell says, is there a National Ribeye Steak Day? Oh, that would be delicious. Probably is, Mr. Londell. Probably is. 47 Yorktown says, hello, young sir. Qapla 47 Yorktown. What's going on? Is this window loading? Yes, it is. Okay. Live chat, yes. Live chat. Dan Ben says, garbage recycling bins kept in the garden. Then we have to drag through the house, put them outside the front door. There's nowhere they can put outside the front door and stay there all night. Well, that's weird. That's weird. Yvette is in the house. Good evening, Bird, and everyone. Good evening, Yvette. Dan Ben says, what do you do when you're inside? What do to do you inside all the time? What to do when you're inside all the time? Watch TV, play games, do live streams, play with Sassy, eat, and the opposite of eat.
Yeah.
Gorilla's Random Thought says, I thought Pride Month was first baseball players, specifically pitchers and catchers. Yes. Yeah. Thomas Potts says, you can always DM people on Discord. Thomas, it was my experience that if you didn't have a Discord in common, it was difficult to DM somebody. So if you had become used to talking to somebody on a Discord and then that Discord got deleted, you might not be able to direct message that person. But I am not a Discord expert, so I was just afraid that there might be a way, there might be some people who don't have a ways to contact. I realize the reality is that anybody talking on Discord probably has direct messaged other people, and that there's a very, very little chance that this is going to affect anyone. But I didn't want to see the risk of it affecting, one or two people that, we didn't think ahead of. We didn't think ahead on. Not to say I had any say in what happened. I didn't. But once I heard what happened, I got a little worried. That's all I'm saying. I care, right? I care about my Karogans and my not yet Karogans. So this is Bird of Prey, the merciful. Bird of Prey, the thinker. I don't want anybody to be, to be left behind. Dan Van says, I'm not homophobic. I just don't think every new character in Star Trek or Star Wars needs to be LGBT. Blah, and I'm sure you mean all the other letters as well. I agree, Dan Ben, I agree. However, if you're going to put in a transgender character, I'd say they did it right on this latest Strange New Worlds, as I really couldn't tell they were a transgender character. They just seemed to be a character. So, well done where it is earned. I shall give respect. Mike Richards says, can I disco on Discord? I don't know about disco, the music. I'm sure there is disco on Discord. I just don't know where. I was actually going to look up if you could play poker on Discord, because I'm really missing playing poker with my friends. Robert Rose Jr. says, hello today, Bird of Prey, Mum will Pray, and the Sassy. Hopefully everyone is doing good. Thank you, Robert. I agree. Syphilis, Qapla from Australia. Oi, matey. It's me, Aussie O'Prey. I'm your friend. I live here on the island of Australia, and I play with the crocs and the koalas and the tarantulas and oh yes, the dingoes. I keep the dingoes away from the babies. You don't want the dingo eating the babies. Sorry about that, Syphilis. It's contractually obligated to be Aussie or Prey when there's Australians around. Dan Van says, I read a short story in a canon Star Wars novel. A female character liked another female character, and she imagined a shower scene. Ooh, now I want to imagine the shower scene. Dan Van says favorite number is 6. Is the Omen. Well, I don't like the fact that his favorite number is 6, because he just starts saying 6, 6, and he just starts saying it over and over. Although, Joseph, if you're here, he does a really good 9. He does a very good 9. Richie Poole says, so to summarize, Bird of Prey 5 will notarize us when Salty Tracker gets it up, and Salty's was bigger than Bird's. Got it. You son of a bitch. That is not what I said. Thomas Potts says, but you said it's Global Garbage Day. So that's not STD. I said it's Global Garbage Man Day. Global Garbage Man Day. Maybe more The Simpsons. Homer Simpson was the garbage man. He ran for garbage commissioner of Springfield. Who can let the trash out and bash it down for you? The garbage man can. That's who. That's who. It was a good song. I would have voted for him. Trash commissioner. Mike Richards is who's number 1? You're number 6. Dan Van says, I tried to double check. It's written correctly what I say. Okay. I might have missed it. Josh Street says, Miss Lundell, April 27th, National Prime Rib Day. That's not, is that the same? Prime rib as no, it's not the same, but it's close. Robert Rose Jr. says, vertebrae, those surprised you are live streaming now since Trump is speaking live at the faith group thing. I was watching it live on Right Side Broadcast. Listen, if Trump wants to speak at the time he knows 4 p.m. Friday is my time to speak. So if he wants to go up against me, it's his choice. Okay. I don't call him and say, hey, I remember I'm talking on Friday at 4 p.m. So if he wants to not come up against me, that's his choice. I'm not going to figure out what time he's doing his thing and worry about it and not go on because, oh, Donald Trump might be speaking today. His people need to clear his shit with my people. I don't have to clear my shit with his people.
Oh shit, I forgot to tell you.
Oh, Mama pray.
Got a call earlier and they were sleeping.
Oh.
And they said they were Donald Trump's people.
Oh.
Would it be okay for them to go on today at 4 o'clock?
You told them okay?
No, I said absolutely not.
So you see.
He's got to be late.
Yeah, he's usually late. I think it was probably at 3. Had he made it on time, he'd be done by now.
You did get the call.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you, Mama Bray.
Yeah.
Making me have to send him some cigars to apologize. Dan Van says, I couldn't get the hang of how to use Discord. I just have so much things running, Skype and Facebook Messenger and Slack. I don't even know what the fuck Slack is. I've got Slack running. They're all different messenger things. In the olden days, all you needed was AIM. All you needed was AOL Instant Messenger. Today, there's almost as many message programs as there are streaming services. They all do the exact same thing, and they're all fucking useless. So I've got literally, right now I got running Skype, I've got running Facebook Messenger, and I've got running Slack. Three extra programs, not to count anything else that has its own, not to count Discord. Discord I don't even have running. Discord would be running. That would be a 4th thing. So yeah, there's too many things, and they're all the same. Gorilla's Random Thoughts says, I was surprised this morning. One of my videos got 1,000 views overnight. Holy shit, Gorilla. Congratulations. You hit the algorithm. It's called hitting the algorithm. That's the one. What's the video? Link it out or something. Share it. Let us know. NB Geek, let's talk. Qapla, NB Geek. Says, have you heard Mama Pray is the word? Thank you, NB. Indeed she is. 47 Yorktown says, hashtag, say no to Aussie Pray. Executive producer Saul Leibowitz says Qapla to pray. If we play poker, can I be Sir Isaac Newton? Yes, you can be Newton. Someone else can be Stephen Hawking. I'll be Data. Celtic 3 Gaming gives a live long and prosper. Qapla, Celtic 3 Gaming. Captain Fandom Nerd says, greetings, Captain. Hope you are well. Dan Ben says, instead of the song Candyman, they changed the Garbage Man. Yes, it was the Candyman song. They changed it to the Garbage Man. Celtic 3 says, good to be here, as he's laughing. 9:22 p.m. in the UK, says Dan Ben. Glad you're still awake, Dan. I tune into you. Thank you, Celtic 3. I appreciate that. Captain Fandom Nerd also, apparently. Miss Lindell says you should always clear your shit for the dawn. Words and Pictures is laughing at Mamo Pray with Mamo Pray. Captain Phantom Nerd says Discord is easy. It's easy if you're used to it. Celtic 3 Gaming says all you need was a pager. Those were the good old days. Yitz the Lemons, Qapla Yitza. And yes, I've heard that For All Mankind, we gotta watch it. I'll be watching it probably tonight. That's a good episode. Yitza says Trillion for the win back in the day. Yeah, those were the days where you could get other software that combined all your messaging software. Now you can't do it because they all use proprietary encryption. It's all useless. Arabic Saunders says, hey to Captain Phantom Nerd. Dan Ben says, Captain Janeway once said, time to take out the garbage. Then she'll be forever remembered on this global garbage day. As will that Klingon from Trials, from The Trouble with Tribbles. I didn't mean to say the Enterprise should be hauling garbage. I meant it should be hauled away as garbage. And then Scotty punches him in the face because, it's one thing if he wants to insult Captain Kirk. We all have to be big enough to take a little whatever. But once he starts insulting the Enterprise, no, that's it. That's only so far you can go. This is why people are learning Klingonese. Gorilla's Random Thoughts says, Thomas Potts, can you snag the steak video from my shorts menu? I'm at work at the moment. So it's the steak video. Well, now I know why. It's hit 1,000 views. Everybody wants steak right now. And what do we got? Arabic Saunders says, don't forget Isaac Newton. I'll be him. I'm pretty sure that's what he meant. Dan Ben says, I have 3 different apps for YouTube and YouTube Manager and YouTube Music. Okay. I don't do YouTube on the phone. Only do it on the PC. Well, unless I'm actually doing a share life, then I have to do it on the phone. John Street says, Vertebrae, don't they have maybe a cream for getting rid of Osteopray? No, there's no cream. Set like 3 Gaming says, Garbage Man is a song from the Cramps. I think a lot of people had Garbage Man. I don't know who was original. The Cramps? I'll take it. Gorilla's Random Thoughts or Arabic Sonder, you are in a mod. Can you post my steak video from my shorts menu? If nobody does it, Seclick 3, I will. Wait, who is asking? No, Gorilla's asking. Gorilla's asking. You know what, Gorilla? You are now a moderator, Gorilla. Welcome to the wrench team. The only rule about being a moderator is don't delete or knock other people off. And, you know, feel free to post your link or any other link that you think would be helpful to the community. Not a lot of, you know, problems. Check out Gorilla's video. Arabic Sonder puts out the link. Josh Street says, never insult Scotty's true love, the Enterprise, or you'll be on your back with a punch. Absolutely. Absolutely. Robert Rose as well. There's a new Mad Max movie being made, release date 2024. That's interesting. Arabic says he meant Einstein. You can be Einstein, that's fine. Gorilla says, oh, thank you, but you're welcome, Gorilla. I have the link already. So I'm gonna go bring it up and see what it is. Oh, this is Global Garbage Man Day that you can see. You can see all the days it was. Yeah, so paste and go. Okay. That's a nice steak. That is a nice looking steak. I guess my supper changed. It's called 1,035 views. How am I not subscribed to you? Oh, this is because this is the Birdo Prey 5X channel. Well, now I'm double subscribed to you. No biggie, Gorilla. No biggie. So that is a nice looking steak. Screw them hot dogs. You didn't want them anyhow. Oh man, look at that. Oh man. Mom will pray. Look at this steak.
All right, you will make me so that they
Well, I'm just saying, look at the steak and you can maybe do your tail. Is that okay?
Huh?
Is that okay? Look at that steak. Yeah, that was. You want to do your tail?
Yeah, I could. Okay.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Mom
for
will
me?
pray. We'll be doing her Mom will pray tail.
Okay.
Yes, we're ready.
Hi, everyone. Hope everyone's having a good day, evening, whatever it is in your part of the world. But I had no idea that there was even such a thing as a global garbage man's day. Is that what it's called? Because I would have saved. I put a post up last week on Facebook, and it really is a true story, and it obviously should have been done today. So I'll just tell it today. About 3 weeks ago, I was, wait, see, I jumped ahead. One of the many things I stopped doing during the pandemic was dyeing my hair. So, it is now completely gray. And about 3 weeks ago, I was taking the garbage out, and I was already down at the curb, pushing a can closer to the curb. And a young woman, I would say she was in her mid-20s, but she was dressed as if she was coming from work, possibly at an office or something. And she said, "Oh, let me help you." And I said, "No, thank you. I've got it." I honestly did not want this young woman getting dirty with this can I was trying to push. And she kept walking, and I pushed it. It was fine. The following week, I'm coming down the steps with a big black trash bag in my hand, and there's another woman. She's about 50. Now, I didn't know either one of these people, but the woman that was approaching me seemed to be one of the people that go around collecting the recyclable bottles for the 5-cent deposit. And she looked up at me, but she really didn't speak English. Whatever she said, I wasn't quite sure. I believe it was Spanish, and I didn't understand her. And I looked, I said, "No, no bottles. I have no bottles." She said, No, I help. And she came up and grabbed the trash bag from me and brought it to the curb. I thanked her, and she walked away. The following week, now I'm at the top step, and there's like 5 steps going down, and in each hand, I have a black trash bag. And I look up and I freeze. I literally freeze. There is a man running across the street, aiming directly at me. And all I could think, if this guy is coming to kill me, I'm dead. He wins. He bounds up the steps and says, "May I take those?" I was so happy he wasn't going to kill me. I was giving him my garbage. Yeah, thank you. So I thought about this. I came in the house and I said, you know what? The gray hair will stay. I get a hell of a lot more help taking out the garbage. And that's a true story. Unfortunately, since I put that on Facebook, no one has come to help me the last 2 times. But that's okay. That really is. I really thought this guy was coming at me. I had no idea what he was going to do. I guess I'm really not used to people being around and wanting to help. I mean, I'm so used to just being me and Joe that I forget there are really nice people out there sometimes. So that's my garbage story. And I can't say I have any complaints lately with the people that pick up our trash. I don't bother them. They don't bother me. We get along great. They take all the garbage. I put it out neatly. We're really okay. And, of course, I have the arrangement with the squirrels that used to eat through the garbage bags. Sometime last winter, through mental telepathy, we made an agreement. If I give them nuts every morning, they won't eat through the garbage bags. So it's been working. It really has. I know that my neighbors are wondering where all these peanuts are coming from, and probably not very happy with the shells, because not only do the squirrels come, the birds come. But every morning, I feel like I'm somewhere else and not in the middle of New York City, because we have birds and squirrels, and I'm happy. I think that's about it for my garbage stories. I do want to add one more thing, though. For anyone that was here a couple of weeks ago when I was speaking about reaching out to people, family that you might not have spoken to for years, my brother calls me up, my stepbrother, and he calls me up and he tells me that he found somebody that lived directly across the street from us over 50 years ago. Okay, it's easy these days to look people up on whatever social media you're on. But in the meantime, he contacted this guy. It was a friend of his and my other brothers. And then he contacted me. And I had a conversation of, I don't know, 20 to 30 minutes with somebody that I hadn't spoken to in like 53 years. And just bringing up memories from all the way back then. Some, it took me a while to remember. Others, as soon as it was said, it felt like yesterday. So if you find somebody that, I mean, you didn't have to be their best friend. It could be a neighbor, a family member. And you're hesitating about rekindling a friendship. My advice is go for it. The worst thing is they can not want to be your friend, not contact you. But if they do, it just brings back memories that, you might want to remember. All right, guys, now I'm going to turn this microphone back to Bird before he falls asleep. No, I'm joking. He's not sleeping. All right, everybody have a good night.
Thank you, Mama Pray.
You're welcome.
Before you go, Mama Pray.
Yes.
Executive producer Sal Leibowitz
Oh,
wants to know if you want more recipes.
yes. Yes, I do. I have not tried that one yet because I didn't get all the ingredients. When you shop on, just grocery deliveries, you never know what they're going to have in stock and what they're not. So there are a few items they didn't have yet. But yes, I would like a few. But definitely. Definitely. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Thank you. Let's see. Rock Solid's in the house and says the NCC 1701 is more trash than my content. Come on, Rock Solid. Very little of your content is trash. Josh Street, I'm kidding. Josh Street says Alexander Einstein the dog, Back to the Future, or the hologram TNG? It's a good question. Probably be more famous as the dog. Dan Ben says, I'm having to get rid of a huge wasp in my living room. Good luck with that. Maybe it's time to just give away the house. John Street says, I hope there's enough for all of us. Robert Rose Jr. says, there has been talk also about a live action Thundercats movie finally to be made. Good luck, Thundercats. I used to watch Thundercats. Can't imagine watching it anymore. Rock Solid says, Bird of Prey, turn on subscriber only chat mode, which I said it was on, but we were still getting spammers. Gorilla's Random Thought says, well, Josh, they're on sale, so I can get a few of you guys. Is there enough for all of us? Where does that go back to? I can't see it right now, so we'll just let it be. Gorilla says, well, Josh, there's on sale, so I could get a few. I missed it. Roxanne says, am I sure that's right? Yes, I was sure. Executive producer Saul Leibowitz, ask her. I did. Josh Reed says, Gorilla, where I live, they're not on sale. but country-style ribs are on sale. That's good. Gorilla's Random Thoughts says, well, Josh, that's the plus. Then I turned on subscriber-only mode for people who have subscribed a minute or longer. Rock Solid says, good deal. Words and Pictures says, gray hair garbage story. That is basically what you got, wasn't it? Rock Solid says, I've never seen a spammer that subscribes. Weird. Oh, I've seen plenty. Unless they just not needing to subscribe and YouTube is lying to me. Robert Rose Jr. says, what nice people in New York. Probably few and far and in between up there. Yeah, probably. John says, bird of prey. Mama prey. Sassy must not be happy. You're feeding her enemies, the squirrels. Yeah. Don't feed her enemies. Arabic Sonder laughs. Richie Poole says, Dear Bob, I want to help taking out my garbage. Should I dye my hair gray? Actually, I guess you should. Gorilla's Random Thoughts says, hey, Bird, my sister said I sounded pissy in one of my videos. Thought you might get a chuckle out of my 3 a.m. storm video. I will check it out, Gorilla. I will check it out. Arabic Sanders says he means the steak is on sale. Robert Rose Jr. says, as for now, it's looking like Ryan Reynolds is the lead to play Lionel. Just not sure he would be the best choice for that role. Dan Ben says, I get rid of that wasp. I did get rid of the wasp in my living room. What a nightmare. Good luck with that, Dan Ben. I would probably have to lose the house due to fire. Uncle Remus is working as a garbage man or person, I guess. Gets you $15 an hour and all you can eat. Not bad. Oh my God. I know a guy. I know a person who I would say they love eating garbage, but they're completely okay with eating garbage. And they really see themselves as somebody that's helping the planet. But what they don't understand was that if, God forbid, they get sick, okay, they are going to use more plastic and more stuff is going to be used on them. Like, you know, maybe it'll be thrown out, but so much trash will be created. So much medical waste will be created that it's going to count as, 100 times the trash that would have occurred from a random person. There's no way you can ever, discount or take off the illness that you're going to get if, God forbid, you get sick eating old garbage. You eat one thing in the garbage, then you could be sick for life. But even if you're in your 60s, you figure there's at least one more long illness in you. That all the, everything you might have done to that point in life will be all for nothing if they have to, use the little extra on you that you think they're saving them. So that's A, don't think you're saving them, and B, you're really not. Your entire life, what's the point at that point? What's the point? So anyway, don't eat garbage. That's the basic answer. Don't eat garbage, because even if you think you're saving or you're recycling or you're saving the earth, the very fact that you're going to become one of 100 people who's going to become very sick because you ate garbage And some of it might be your fault, some of it might not be your fault, but it doesn't matter whose fault it is. The point is, we're going to waste the money. I say waste because you're going to do something stupid, if not this week, then the next week. And, even if you're not the one who has to pay the bill, just the fact that the bill gets generated, just the fact that you, even if you don't notice the bill, if you don't notice the work being done on you, like frankly, I didn't notice for quite a while. I mean, I can only imagine that the amount of waste I've created is 2 or 3 times what I've seen, because so much of it happened while I was sick. Sorry, guys. Mouth is getting dry. Anyway, you guys get what I'm saying. There was a whole lot of garbage created when I was out of it. Doesn't matter now. Doesn't matter. I'm going to go check. Let's check the Dear Bops. I know there's quite a few of them. And in fact, there's 20 something Dear Bops. That's plenty Dear Bops. I'm going to put on a commercial, Jaloja, and we'll get to the Dear Bops. Okay? I'm sorry if you can't hear commercial audio. I forget if you can or you can't. One man's garbage is another man's treasure, says Uncle Remus. Absolutely. I think in the next few months, as inflation goes high, our own garbage is going to become all the more important to us. No. Captain Phantom Nerds at Vertebrae. I know people who ate garbage when they were homeless before I knew them. Yeah, but I know people who aren't homeless who still eat garbage. I did not give garbage to the orphans.
Get a little closer. Now don't be shy. You can get a little closer with Arid Extra Dry.
Only Arid has a patent on this formula that fights wetness. No leading deodorant spray stops odor better. And now Arid has a new baby fresh scent. It smells,
Get a little closer with the baby fresh scent of Arid Extra Dry.
Now in a new baby fresh scent.
Ohayo, buddy. Wow, scrambled egg muffin, hash potato, hot cake, wow! Hurry, 大変だ。ここかな、こっちか、よし、ここだ。あれ？もう、おいしい笑顔、マクドナルド。みんなもおいでよ。
Read about tennis tots, political posters, and the miniseries Shogun, all in the new issue of TV Guide magazine.
Sears gives your casual wardrobe a fresh spring look with this week's Wardrobe Essentials sale. First denim jeans, now just $9.99. So comfortable they feel as good as they fit. And you save $4. Add a lively spring shirt for just $5.99. Easy care and you save $3. Shirts in assorted solids and prints. These Wardrobe Essentials are on sale through Saturday. For super savings like these, you can count on Sears.
with the fragrance created by Gloria Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt, a rich, expressive fragrance that reveals to the world just how splendid you are. Vanderbilt, let it release the splendor of you. Vanderbilt.
Time takes you beyond the news.
Time flies and you are there. Time cries and lets you care. You understand the world we share.
This week, Time helps you understand the spoils of war, the diplomatic and human costs of victory in Lebanon and the Falklands.
Read time and understand.
It's a corner of America with cozy harbor towns. It's salty air, wicker chairs, and a surf that pounds.
The spirit of Massachusetts is the spirit of America. The spirit of the red, white, and blue. The spirit of Massachusetts is the spirit of America. The spirit that we want to share with you.
For your free Massachusetts vacation kit, call 1-800-624-MASS.
Right from the moment. Here's where it all started. The history will blow you away. Right from the arts, the symphony and the ballet. There's a lot to fit in. Right from the legend.
Are you the legend? Nah, he's the legend.
Hey, I'm just marvelous.
Right from the heart.
To be part of Boston's exciting new spirit, just call 1-800-858-0200. It'll cheer you right up.
Boston is right from the start.
Hello world, it's Bird O'Brien 5. I am back. Sorry about that extended Geologia break. Have a new setup, a new vacuum that we use for the Geologia machine. The one that we used to use was $30 when we first started buying it. It then got a little more expensive. It then got a little more expensive again. And now it's up to over $65 for the same vacuum. Thank you, Joe Biden. Thank you. What's that called? The place, all the stuff is piling up on the West Coast. Thank you, lines, whatever it's called. Thank you to all the people who are not able to get our goods up and running, causing everything to go up in price, more than doubled, tripled even the cost of the Geologia machine. So I found an even smaller vacuum that's $27 maybe, and half the size of the one we normally use. Still should be big enough, still should be strong enough, but it doesn't have a place to hold the handle on it like the old one used to. So it's still going to take some time for us to figure it out. And so, yeah, it's annoying while we get the Geologia machine 3.0 up and working correctly. That's where we are. That's why it took a little longer than usual. Syphilis says, didn't that split song get used all over? Spirit song get used all over the place. Dan Van says, yeah, put your kids near big waves. Miss Lindell says, Boston, seriously. Listen, it's old videos. That's all I got. Whatever commercials are on the videos. Robert Rose says, Time magazine used to be worthwhile publication. Not anymore, no. Dan McMuchhausen, Qapla, Berto Bray. Hail Karoga, Darius. Excuse me, not Dan. Darius McMuchhausen. Qapla, Darius. Keely Chow's in the house. Qapla, Keely. Says, come to Boston and you might see Saggy Melons and Thomas Gilkey, a.k.a. the Gilk Man. Is that where Saggy Melons is from? Boston? Oh. Dan Van liked the show Cheers. I did like Cheers. You know what I liked most about Cheers? Savick. Savick was on Cheers. Dan Van, yeah. Keely Chow is a shout out to Saggy. Yeah, we like Saggy on the show. Keely Chow, we like her melons better, but either way. Keely Chow says hail to Darius. Arabic Sonder hails to Darius. Also, Uncle Remus says, I did this, says Joe Biden. Yeah, thanks, Joe. Inflation. Gorillas Random Thoughts. Let's go, Brandon. Jeff V. Long Beach. Yes, the port at Long Beach. The supply lines. You see, I'm pulling a Joe Biden. I can't remember shit. I, on the other hand, don't need to be in a position to remember these things. I would like a president who does. The supply chain. Thank you, Miss Londell. Uncle Remus says in Bird's case, suckflation. Absolutely. Jeff B says Jaloja long and prosper. Oh, wow. That is an interesting combination. Jaloja long and prosper. Keely Chow says yes. Captain Fandom Nerd says hey to Darius. Arabic says, didn't you play a Romulan Warbird Playmates commercial once? If it's here, then it's in this group. I don't think I did. I don't believe so. There's a couple, there's one with William Shatner, but it has nothing to do with Romulans. Anyway, let's go to Dear Bops. And there is a change on the Dear Bops today. Actually, okay. Before we go to Dear Bops, let's do Wordle. Hopefully it's not that long of a Wordle. I don't know. I literally have no idea what it is, and I know not everybody's going to believe me, but I promise you, I have no idea what the Wordle answer is. Uncle says no Friday Night Tights. I assume there would be, but maybe after having. Oh no, there's not today because they're doing their meetup today. It's the Friday Night Tights meetup in. I don't know if it's in Florida or Texas. I don't know where, but they're doing their meetup this weekend. I assume they would be doing a Friday Night Tights, but again, it's their people got to book with my people. If I'm not going to make room for Trump, I'm certainly not making. I'm just saying. There's only one, there's only one Karoga, and there's only one God Emperor of. So it's as fancy and as well done as Friday Night Tights is. Come on, I'm not gonna take a knee, right? I don't take a knee. Gorilla says, Bird, remind me to send you the nap time commercial. It's in Dallas. Okay. Executive producer Hollywood says it's in Dallas. Enter Jill. Hey, Jill. So you're not. It's in Dallas. So Doomcock doesn't start for a few more hours. Texas is the meetup this weekend. Good for them. Dan Ben says, what is Friday Night Tights? Dan, Friday Night Tights is another YouTube show. Tends to get 10 to 12,000 people during their live show. It's put on Nerdrotic's channel, That's Nerdrotic, Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers, Heel versus Babyface. I don't even understand what the name is, what it means. Ryan Canal, I don't know, Comics Division, and I'm sure I'm missing Quarter Black Jarrett, Quarter Black Garrick or Jarrett. I don't know, Quarter Black, that's what they call him. He was from Louder with Chowder, and now he's on there. I don't know how it works. Anyway, and he's got there's a comedian woman who's on it now also. I'm forgetting her name. And X-Ray Girl is his producer. Anyway, he does a big Friday night YouTube show, of which I often tune into after I'm done with my own show. But as they go like 6 hours, they tend to always be on after I'm done. Uncle Remus seems to have already answered these. Yeah. Doomcock starts around 7:30. Friday Night Frolics, right? I generally tune in for the end of Friday Night Tights, then the beginning of Doomcock, and then go to sleep. I'm usually asleep by 9 to 10 p.m. Eastern. So usually just the first little bit of Doomcock, and I fall asleep. Chrissy Meyer, thank you, Uncle Remus. Chrissy Meyer. She's good. She's funny. She's funny as heck. And she's in New York, so not that it means anything, but if I did care, I could go see a Chrissy Meyer show. I just am not. Nothing personal. I just, be a cold day in hell. I'm going to Manhattan for anything, let alone a comedian. The intendant, anti-trackers, salty trackers Discord has been deleted, unfortunately. So if anybody needs to contact people, you can go to my Discord and that'll probably get you in touch with somebody. Or you can direct message people. Thomas Potts apparently knows how to do that. And I don't know when Salty's Discord will be back up again. Okay, so Wordle, I have no idea, so we're gonna use Storm. That's probably not the best word. Geez, oh, but it is. We got O in the right place. Just as about to say that's a terrible vowel. We got one vowel. That's the one letter we get in the right spot. Okay, so we know there's an O in the center. What goes with O? A sometimes goes with O. We could have two O's. Let's see. It's no R's, M's, S's, or T's. Let's see. Bloom. Oh, no M. Bloom. I was going to do bloom. BLOM. No. Balloon. Bloot. Bloop. No. What about? Ooh. No, we know there's no S. We know there's no S. Poly? Poly? Okay, maybe it's an O and an A. Right? No, there's no T. No H. Oh, there could be an H. PHONE. It's a long shot, but it's possible. No. Okay, we got an N somewhere. We get an N somewhere. Arabic Sonder, try the word trash in honor of today? Well, you know, I would have, but I missed it, and we now know it certainly isn't trash. But let's take the N at the beginning. No, I don't think. Oh, noon. Well, no, it can't be noon because that N would be green if it was, and plus there's no word. Noof. What could NOO? NOO. No, I don't think there's any word that begins with NOO. I don't think. That's a weird one, huh? BLO. Blow. BLON. That could be it. Let's see. Oh, shit! Holy crap! Third time's the charm. We got from storm to phone to blown. See, sometimes I'm more impressed. I impress myself more than I could ever imagine. Mama Frey is impressed.
Yeah.
How many did it take you, Mama Frey? One.
How many did it take me?
Yeah. You play a different game.
Put up his clue last night.
Yeah.
I private messaged him the answer in like 2 minutes.
Mama Frey got it before it even started. She uses Joseph's. See, she plays a different game.
I do.
She plays a game where she tries to get Joseph's clue and answer in one turn. And more than not, she seems to get it.
I do.
So it's a wholly different game. Mama Frey plays.
Without Joseph's clue, I'd be on 6.
Andrew Jill says, I never played this game. I will be listening for a while driving. See you guys soon. If you see Mark D with a C anywhere, tell him happy birthday. Awesome. And Andrew Jill is blown away. Well, please, I'm not cheating not Ryan Johnson.
No.
Not Ryan Johnson says, I'm impressed with Bird's ability to cheat. There was no cheating, I promise you. If there was hanky-panky cheating, I would tell you. Okay, we've got 27 Dear Bops. And for some reason, the browser is now in dark mode. So,
one question.
Yes, Mama Bread.
Do you really want steak for dinner?
No, no steak. Oh, do you want steak? You want steak, we can get steak.
I am. I'm thinking about it.
Okay. Sure, whatever, we can do steak.
Yeah. No, first I'm going next.
Okay.
You do your Dear Bops.
Dear Bops. Dear Bop, show me the crab. I have no crab in which to show. Mike Richards is the God Emperor knows all. Thank you, Mike Richards. Dear Bop, honesty, what is your favorite Pokemon and Power Ranger? Okay, complete and utter honesty. I was too old for Pokemon and Power Rangers. I have no idea. Okay, I mean, I know people got into Pokemon that were my age, but honestly, I was busy working. It kept me very busy those first 10 years out of college. And I never got into Pokemon at all. Power Rangers, I personally didn't watch But I mean, I only watched in so much as I was watching because my cousin was a kid and he was into Power Rangers. And so I didn't really have until the Green Ranger came. I didn't have a favorite Power Ranger. Actually, I did. It would have been either of the chicks for different reasons. But as terms of actual ass kicking ability, if I had to be a Power Ranger, I would want to be the Green Ranger because he had the whole big robot all to himself. And that would be me. I wouldn't want to share my powers with the rest of the group. She wants lobster. If Mama Prey wants lobster, she's absolutely free to get lobster. Arabic Sonder. I'm not going to stop Mama Prey from having lobster. Dan Van says, having steak or snake for dinner? Steak, not snake. Gorilla's Random Thought says, did I make Mama Prey hungry for steak? Yes, you did. And Dan Van says, you got to collect them all. I only take the green. Mighty Orphan Power Rangers is LDG. Ha ha ha. Dear Bob, what are Bird of Prey 5's tips for keeping cool in the summer as it's getting hot now? It is. It is. Sorry about that. That was that was me muting the microphone so I could cough up quite a loogie. So my tips for keeping cool in summer is if you have a basement in your house like we do, and it's cold, it's the coldest place in the house, is we put a fan aimed from the basement stairs up, and it keeps the first floor naturally cool because it's constantly being cooled by the basement. I also highly recommend Amazon sells, it's a film you put on your windows, and it's like tinting your windows of your house. It makes it very hard for people to see in during the day because they just see a reflection. And it makes a whole lot of sunlight bounce off your house. I mean, between having a fan from the basement pointed up the steps and having the film on all the windows, like I would basically be able to cut my AC bill easily in half. So the problem is that you don't get much light in the house. And if you like light in the house, then you've got to peel the film off. So
The film gave an odor.
And Mama Prey says the film was giving an odor. I didn't smell it, but I believe her. Yeah, it might not have been the most healthy thing, especially since you need sunlight to live. But those are my tips for keeping cool. Block out the windows. I mean, you don't have to get the film. You could just block it out with oak tag paper or anything, cardboard, whatever. But the film was the fanciest look because it gives you a kind of a professional look if you have a professional install the film. Dear Bob, what are Bird of Prey 5 tips for building something and it doesn't fall down? I built a shed, closed the door, and the thing collapsed. I put up a shelf later that day and it fell off the wall, and the thing is smashed. Any help? You call an engineer or at the very least, a TaskRabbit, somebody who knows what they're doing and building something. TaskRabbit is probably the cheapest. So I would say start there. TaskRabbit.com. In fact, if you go to wordlepray5.com and you click on the affiliate links, I believe there's a link that if you use it, I get credit. So feel free to consider using that link. No, not kangaroos. Steak. Dr. Scotty says, Vertebrae, why don't you do your mom a favor and get her filet mignon? I'm not sure that's what she wants, but if it is, I will certainly do it. Mom will pray. Yeah, she doesn't like filet. She likes rib steak. Rib steak? You mean ribeye? Chronos, Qapla Chronos. Am I missing the Bops? We just started with the Dear Bops, Chronos. You did miss the Mama Pray tale earlier. You want to rewind. Dan Ben says his neighbor's shed keeps collapsing. Gorilla says use longer screws and pull them close together. No, you don't have to worry about Aussie Pray, Chronos. Dear Bob, do you even like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches? And what is the correct jelly to use? Yes, I love peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. I especially like Uncrustables since it has the bread without the crust. The correct jelly to use, it depends. It depends on if you have dogs or not. If you have dogs, then you don't want to use grape jelly because grape jelly is very poisonous to dogs because grapes are very poisonous to dogs. Do never, never, never feed your dog or any dog a grape or a raisin. Even one or two could kill the dog. Okay? Do not feed them grapes or raisins. So if you have a dog, you want to have strawberry jelly. But if you do not have a dog, then have whatever jelly you prefer. And if it's grape, that's great. If it's strawberry, that's great too. Hell, you could even mix them, I guess. I've never tried that. But I'm good with either grape or strawberry. Unfortunately, because of Sassy, we do get grape, but we have to be extra careful with the grape. But yes, I like peanut butter and jelly. I just like peanut butter as well, or jelly as well. Chronos, the tail is way at the beginning. I don't know how far back. Miss Londell says Welch's grape jelly is the best jelly for PB&J. That's probably it. We do Welch's grape. We do Welch's strawberry. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Dan Ben says, I know you shouldn't give chocolate to a dog. Yeah, well, a grape is worse than chocolate, generally. So says, with the crust on. Arabic Saunders says, peach jam is good too. We're not talking jams here. We're talking jelly. I know you guys in the UK, it's jam and jelly, I think, are different. Opposites. Kronos, I like sandwiches with real things like meat and cheese. Peanut butter and jelly are real things. Dear Bob, do you even like peanut butter and jelly? Yes, yes. I told you this. Dear Bob, what is your opinion on cottage cheese? And there's a link, and I know this is not going to be actual cottage cheese. All right. Okay, there it is. It's Bart Simpson pouring cottage cheese, eating cottage cheese. The heartbroken kid. So my boss, Mr. Frank, he was a big fan of what he called the tomato and cottage cheese diet. That if you ate nothing but tomatoes and fat-free cottage cheese, you would lose weight and you would get healthy and all that stuff. And one time he put me on the cottage cheese diet. And I was like, oh, okay. And I left and I stopped. I wasn't actually on it. But when I got back the next day, he's like, how are you doing on the cottage cheese diet? And part of me wanted to say, oh, you were serious about that? But then the part of me that wanted to continue to get paid said, it's hard, sir. I was thinking of making some changes to it. He's like, oh, what change do you want to make? I was like, well, I can eat the cottage cheese. That's no problem, but I hate eating tomato. So I was thinking of maybe changing out tomatoes for very lean ham. And he just started laughing hysterically. At the point he never answered me. So I took it as a yes, and we never spoke about it again. Ham, he would look at me and laugh. Ham. I mean, let's face it, he didn't go on it either for more than a day. Dear Bob, how does Diet Coke make one thinner? It doesn't. It doesn't. But supposedly, if you were drinking Diet Coke instead of regular Coke, then you're not getting the calories of Coke, which is only like 85 to 120 calories a serving, but it's 120, they say, useless calories, since you don't get anything from it. I, on the other hand, thought that's bullshit my entire life because, well, it doesn't matter, but I'm sure you do get something out of it. So I disagree. I don't think drinking Diet Coke would make you thinner. However, compared to drinking flat water, I think it's possible drinking any type of carbonated beverage could make you thinner than drinking non-carbonated because the air fills up your stomach. The air fills up your digestive tract, so you can't physically eat as much. That's my opinion. That's the Carogan science minister. Dear Bob, what's the worst video game ending you've ever seen? Well, that predicates that I've seen a lot of video game endings. Actually, I have seen a lot of video game endings. However, I don't think I ever considered the worst video game ending. I don't know. I mean, I never considered what would be the best or the worst video game ending. I suppose I had the video game Night Trap for the Sega CD, which is where you basically just control a bunch of cameras on people, and you're trying to prevent ninjas from taking over a house. I don't remember the details, but that's what I remember. And well, I believe that ending that ending was far more boring than I was led to believe it was. So I'll put Night Trap at the worst ending. Not that it was a bad ending. It's just, that's not the ending people were talking about. Chrono says I need to jazzercise more. That must be what it is. Dear Bob, are there any movies you are waiting for to have a sequel or continuation? It's a good question. Not really. Everything that I want to have continued has had a continuation. I guess, at this point, it's too late. But had Spaceballs had a continuation back when it was new, that would have been interesting. I would have looked for that. But at this point, even if Spaceballs had a continuation, a sequel, I would watch. Let's face it, who am I kidding? Of course I'd watch it. Okay, then fine. Let there be a sequel to Galaxy Quest. A good sequel, not a bullshit sequel. I would watch a Galaxy Quest sequel. I don't know what the difference is, what the plot would be. Try to get the whole team back before everyone dies off for one more final quest, or maybe a way to bring back those who have passed away. I don't know. Some way of letting those people who are still alive let bygones be bygones and they all get along again. Because honestly, I would love to see in real life, Shatner's not getting any younger. He's not getting any younger. I would really like to see him and Takei and Koenig and Ahura, unfortunately, not Ahura, Nichelle Nichols. Unfortunately, I don't think she's mentally acute enough to be part of anything, but I would love to see them all together again who can be. Obviously, it's too late for Leonard Nimoy. It's too late for it's too late for Scotty. It's too late for Bones. It's too late for Captain Kirk. No, it's not too late for Captain Kirk. It's too late for Mr. Spock. But we could still have Kirk and Uhura and what's his face? Chekhov and Sulu. We could have one more hello from them. And I'd love to see that. I'd love to see that. Do I like games with multiple endings? If you mean like a game where anybody could end up winning, like Trivia Pursuit or Monopoly, sure, that I like. I really can't imagine a game that doesn't have multiple endings. What game would have only one ending? Chrono says, who wants to live forever? Executive producer Saul Lieberman says, I wanted a sequel to Buckaroo Banzai, but never got it. John Candy is rest in peace. Yes, he is. Miss Lindell doesn't know about Ahura dementia. Yeah, so I said I don't think I don't think she'd still be able to be part of anything, even though she's still alive. But you know what? I hear every so often you have a good day. So maybe you never know. Here are the details. Dear Bob, is it safe to drink tap water? Opinions. It depends where you are and how good the tap water is from where you are. Here in New York City, as long as you don't have a bunch of lead pipes in your house or God knows what between the water main and the sink or whatever faucet from which the water comes out, you're pretty good. You have a pretty good chance of being okay. Assuming the water's clean, yeah, you're pretty good. However, if you're somewhere where the water's all rusty or full of garbage, then yeah, don't drink it. Don't drink that water. If it's brown, if it's full of sediment, no. But if you got clean water, it's nice and cool, you can drink that New York City tap water way down. If you were in Florida, I would not drink the tap water, especially if you can see the lake it comes from. No, don't drink the tap water. If it's an above ground lake, as opposed to a reservoir an hour away from the city, if it's an above ground lake in your town that people swim in and birds shit in, no, do not drink that tap water. Miss Lundell says tap water is the same as bottled water. Trust me, I used to work in the industry. The water industry? Gorilla's Random Thought says, isn't the chemicals in the water making the froth? It depends where the water is. Dear Bob, do you listen to the radio anymore? Does anyone? I don't know. I tried to get back into it, but it sucks. No, I haven't listened to the radio except for during power outages in forever, 15 plus years. So no, I don't think anybody does listen to the radio. That said, I was thinking the other day about how all I ever really wanted was a radio show. And so I feel with YouTube, I'm most of the way there. I mean, granted, this isn't in a radio show because I'm not broadcasting per se, but if it was a radio show, it really wouldn't be very different than what I got going on. So I'm happy with it. I'm happy. Arabic Sanders says, Bird of Prey, they say the tap water in NYC is what makes the pizza best in the country. I would believe it. Arabic Sanders listens to shortwave radio. Dear Bob, here is a funny picture of Deanna Troy. Yep, that is a funny picture of Deanna Troy. Confirmed. Dear Bob, which image is better? TNG or Enterprise? We got Captain Picard putting the smiley face on the smoke in TNG, or what the hell is this? I do not recall this scene from Enterprise. I'd say the TNG one, only because I can't confirm the other one, the Enterprise one. Dear Bob, Dear Bob, advice from Wordle Pray 5. Apparently, you should put in what question you have a question about. Dear Bob, advice please. What is the best way to make ice cube? I guess the best advice is how perfect do you need the cube? If you need a perfect cube or just a generalized cube. If you don't need it perfect, then don't bother wasting any of your time with this. If you do need it perfect, well, tough cookies, you're not going to get a perfect box. That said, you should figure out what you need. Do you need the corners circled? Do they need to be hard right angles? Or is this where it needs to be? Do you want to square it? Do you want to interact with it? Do you want to shrink it? All questions. Wonderful question. Yeah. Oh. Kronos could use more pizza now without pineapple. Dear Bob, in Family Guy, do you like Quagmire vagina meld scene? Vulcan V-meld. How do you find it distasteful, or do you think it has its place big in this show? I think it has its place in Family Guy. I don't think it has a place in Strange New Worlds or Discovery. So, yeah. Has its place in Family Guy, not in Star Trek. Orville Nation with a $2 super chat. Qapla Orville Nation says, Dear Bob, you are the best effing channel. Oh, thank you, PJ. I know I'm not, but I appreciate it. Arabic Sonder, have you ever had spherical ice? I have touched ice spheres. I have this weird thing, Arabic. I don't know why, but I
I've been
believe.
monitoring your communications with Starfleet Command, Captain.
Thank you, Spock. I don't know how it would happen, but I think that if humans were ever able to create a perfect sphere, that the perfection of the perfect sphere would cause the immediate disintegration of the universe. I don't know how, I don't know why. All I know is if we actually accidentally create a perfect sphere, it would destroy the universe. I don't know how long it would take. I don't know, but I do know that's what would happen. I'm not trying to scare anybody. I'm just saying I've always known. Dear Bob, favorite book. Favorite book. That is a good one. And there's college books. some of which I've been published. I'm published. My college textbook had my freshman projects in them for engineering, intro to engineering. I was in the textbook. Probably a book that has my name in it, because I'm that vain. I'm that vain. I want the book to mention me by name. So there's some textbooks that do. But if it's not those, then I don't know. Is there any books that talked about me or my family? I'd have to get back to you on favorite book. I know there's an answer. I mean, honestly, the answer I gave for a long time was Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park is a pretty good book. Disclosure. Honestly, any book by Michael Crichton is a pretty good book. Sphere. They're all pretty good. Arabics is interesting, but of prey. They say Earth is an oblong sphere. Yeah. It's not perfect. Arabic Sanders says The Hobbit is my favorite by far. Then the rest of Lord of the Rings. Wow, Kurogan the book. Kuroga the book. There is books about Kuroga, Chronos. Dan Ben says an Orville used to be on Fox, in UK, Disney Plus. Now Disney Plus. Chronos says The Hobbit was my first book. Then Lord of the Rings. Mike Richards says who wrote the Book of Bird? Orville Nation says, hey Mike. Chronos says then the wheel time. Her books were good. Then the show. Wahaha. Arabic Sonder forgot about Jurassic Park. That's a great one. Yeah, all of Michael Crichton's books are pretty good. Dear Bop, favorite cake. Okay, this one is easy. This would be your basic Enterman's gold yellow cake with chocolate fudge frosting. Okay? Only the frosting should be chocolate fudge. I want yellow cake with chocolate fudge frosting. I don't want chocolate in the cake. I don't want it to be a chocolate cake. I want it to be yellow cake with a chocolate fudge frosting. Further, it needs to be refrigerated, so it is cold to the touch when I eat it. And that is my favorite cake. Speaking of which, I think I have little pieces of that cake still. So I know what I'm going to have after this and before our steak comes, or whatever it is we order. Here are the details. Faster and simpler than the SBA. Fast Capital Advisor info can get you a business loan. Wow, this is spam. It's been so long since we've had spam in here. Okay, well, I'm going to just skip it. Gary Katzer, a.k.a. our own Rock Solid Productions, says, did they ever address how an artificial gravity solution on For All Mankind relating to Jamestown Base? If not, would the staff there still not weigh 1/6 what they do on Earth and not abound around similarly to on the surface of the moon in the spacesuits. I don't recall if I missed something when Tracy arrived on site and became the new Linus. Did they ever address an artificial gravity solution for all mankind relating to Jamestown Base? No, I don't believe they have an artificial gravity solution for all. I don't think you need an artificial gravity solution. It's my understanding that as long as you weigh 1/6 of what you weigh on Earth, you can still do enough exercise to keep you strong enough. It's zero gravity that's the problem. Low gravity, be it Earth or Mars, be it the moon or Mars, is plenty of gravity to keep your muscles up. That's what I've always read. Has nothing to do with for all mankind, just what I've read in real world examples. So. Dear Bob, joke. My other vehicle was assimilated by the Borg. That's not bad. Not bad at all. Dear Bob, bird, bird's the word. A well bird, a bird, a bird, bird's the word. A bird, bird. Well, bird's the word. A bird, bird, bird's the word. Don't you even know about the bird? Apparently I do. Orville Nation, did you like this last Orville episode, Birdo Prey? Kind of. It was a weak episode, in my opinion. It wasn't a bad episode, but it was a weak episode. I'm going to do a video on the best Orvilles versus the worst Orvilles. And unfortunately, this most recent episode would be in the worst Orvilles. That doesn't mean they're bad. They're just not as good. Okay? The episodes I really like are like Majority Rule, About a Girl, If Stars Should Appear. Those are the top of the line Orville episodes. Geloja, also a wonderful episode, but the absolute wrong time. Geloja was perhaps the reason that the Orville got canceled more than anything else. And I know that has to go back to the first season because they weren't supposed to end on Mad Ideology, which also, again, Mad Ideology, a damn near perfect episode. Wonderful episode. I believe Geloja was supposed to be the end of season 1. And had Geloja been the season finale to season 1, that would have been a much better place than making it the season premiere of season 2 because once it became the season premiere to season 2, it got used during an NFL game. And wasting Geloja for an NFL game was a complete waste. So that was the problem. That said, it's still decent. In fact, I would say it was better than Strange New Worlds, except that this first episode of Strange New Worlds was their best episode. In 7 episodes, they had finally had their best episode. I'm not saying it was better than the Orville, but they were about equal this week. Any other week, the Orville blows away Strange New Worlds. I know it hasn't been canceled, but it was the second season. Dear Bob, Korax. Of course, I say Captain Kirk deserves his ship. We like the Enterprise. We really do. That sagging old rust bucket is designed like a garbage cow. Half the quadrant knows it. That's the reason they're learning to speak Klingonese. Chekhov, Mr. Scott. Laddie, don't you think you should rephrase that? Korax says, you're right. I should. I didn't mean to say the Enterprise should be hauling garbage. I meant to say it should be hauled away as garbage. Oh, it's wonderful. Laddie, don't you think you should rephrase that? Dear Bob, is it true that you know when you've gone from a child to an adult is the day that taking a nap goes from being a punishment to being a reward? You know, that's a good day. And when somebody says, let's take a nap to me as a reward, I'll let you know. Kronos says that Norm MacDonald was not cool losing. Orville Nation says, all this wackiness talk. Bird, I volunteer to be your personal therapist. Kronos says, talk va, talk ve. For free. Oh, thank you, Orville. Orville Nation loves those Scotty lines. I'd give real money if you would shut up. I'd pay real money if you would shut up. Dr. McCoy with the torpedo and Spock. Doctor, you assist me in performing surgery on a torpedo? Gorilla's Random Thought says, I thought was when you start getting bills. I thought that was when you start, when you start getting bills in the mail. That's when you know you've gone from a child to an adult. Dear Bob, Heels vs. Babyface is a wrestling reference. Heel is the bad guy. The babyface is the good guy. So, for example, in the 1980s, Hulk Hogan was a babyface, and The Undertaker was a heel. That must be some British jargon. I did not know that. Thank you. Dear Bob, cock. Zzz. Dear Bob, today's Wordle is the first time in a long time you've gotten blown. That's true. That is true. A very long time. Dear Bob, Michelle Nichols here. You son of a bitch. How dare you say I'm unable to handle acting in a new Star Trek movie? I watch your stream every day, and here you are spouting crap about me, one of your biggest fans. And you know, I was going to send you my bra from what I wore on TOS, a size 36 double D. Well, forget you. I'll be sending the classic bra to someone who deserves it. More salty. Nikki. Good luck with that, Michelle. Sorry. My bad. And Gary from Gravity says, what I mean by my question was that if there was not an artificial gravity solution at Jamestown Base, when they are walking around inside, would they not hit the ceiling when they take a normal footstep? You would not be able to walk around the base like you would on the surface of the Earth. It would be similar to the way they do outside an EVA on the actual surface of the moon. It's a good question. I don't know. Maybe the floor is especially loose so as to not propel somebody into the ceiling. I really not sure. That is a good question. Not something I thought about. Gary Katzer says the Orville is worse than Picard. I disagree strongly, Gary. The Orville is way better than Picard. Orville Nation did not know that either. Chrono says, reap havoc and let slip the dogs of war. Cry havoc. It's cry havoc. Cry havoc and let slip the dogs of war. Dear Bop. Okay, fine. I'm not going to read that out loud, but good for whoever does. I assume that's Salty Tracker. Okay. Anyway, guys, it's 6 o'clock. I think Orville Nation is going on soon. I got to get ready. Yeah, I'll be busy for a while. Let's just call it that. Plus hungry. So we're going to call it a stream. Thank you all for hanging out. I will be back on Sunday for Twilight Zone Sunday. And see you guys then at 2:30 p.m. Sunday, and Monday 4 p.m. we have another bed life. So Qapla all bird. Oh wait, Orville Nation, are you streaming today? If you are, please put a link in. Maria is going to stream. Okay. So guys, go check out Maria T and Telly. Let me see if I can find her stream. Okay, I see Friday Night Tights did go ahead and start.
Just fix that damn thing.
Red. What do we got? Okay. Let's see. We got T. A. Okay, I do not see it up yet. So guys, check out. I'll put in the link to Maria's channel. You guys can check it out. And read along. Check out Maria's channel. Subscribe. There, Orville Nation put it in. Thank you, Orville Nation. Rick Solid says I missed a Dear Bop. Okay, we got one more Dear Bop come in. Loose at Jamestown. The only thing loose at Jamestown base was Tracy's. God damn it. John Araki with $1 super chat. I know what that means. We're going to be ending on Kissing Dax, guys. Have a great evening, all. Qapla. Bird out.